Hi garden making friends, it's Sandi here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm playing with some new products from Simon Says Stamp's new release, and we are going to make a elegant Easter egg card, and I'm going to show you how to elevate your die cuts. New products: basic shape nested eggs, love those. There is a ribbon loop frames, we're going to use that in the background. A new sentiment, he is risen, and this lovely country basket bouquet. And there is an amazing amount of dies in that. And we're going to be embossing with the tiny Flora embossing folder. Okay, so I've pre-cut everything and I'm using quite a few of the flowers. You need 2 of those, you need 4 of those. These little guys here, you cut 2 at a time and you need a total of 4 times 2. The leaves, you need 10, so 5 on each side. And this is a Spellbinders craft stack. I like using them for moving my dies around. And we're going to be ink blending today. I am using cabbage, artichoke, nutmeg, watermelon, and honey. And on my craft mat, my tacky mat, I have lined everything up by color so that I don't mess this up, because I do quite regularly. Okay, I'm using my craft tacky mat. This is from Simon Says Stamps, and I also popped a piece of scratch paper underneath just so I could blot off. And I'm starting with the yellow, the honey, and I'm just ink blending the center portion of each one of these guys. And remember, with the positively saturated inks, they do lighten as they dry a little bit. So while it looks like these are really, really strong colored, when they're dry, they are a beautiful honey color of yellow. So don't let it scare you off. Those little circles, the flower circles, those are going to be the center of the pink flowers that are over on the other side. And then underneath the little pink flowers, you'll see that we're going to be making yellow a little bit larger circles, and those are going to be for the center of the yellow flowers over on the other side. So with this larger petal, again, I'm starting at the bottom and pulling my ink up. That way, if I get a blotch, the center portion of the flower and the bottom piece is going to cover it up. Okay, and then there's the overlay. Then we have these smaller flowers, so I'm just putting a little bit of pink into the center of each one of them. And then we're going to do the 4 flower centers down below as well. And as I said, those ones are going to be for the yellow ones over on the other side. And I just find it easier to line it up this way. That way I'm not stopping trying to remember which center goes with which flower. I get confused easily. Okay, I'm using nutmeg for the flower centers for the top 2 large flowers. And then I'm going to switch over to my green brush and start with cabbage. And I'm going to cover the entire leaf with cabbage, and then I'm going to come back and just highlight near the bottom with the artichoke. And by the time you get these all tucked underneath all the flowers, you can't really tell anyway. But, you know, I like to start this way with 2 colors and a little bit of color depth. It adds interest to your card. I just think they're pretty. Now we're going to layer and glue these together. I like to use my Place and Score embellishment wand because it's got this wax tip and it's really easy to pick up little pieces of cardstock. I use these when I'm working with any of my die cuts, whether I've got them ink blended or not. Of course, that one dropped, probably because the ink is still wet. Anyway, you're going to layer these flowers like this, and then you're going to add another dab of glue, pick up that flower center, and then add it to the center. For the little guys, this big fat one, we're going to put a dab here. We're going to add the center. You want to move it up a little bit, otherwise the bottom piece is going to bury it. Then I'm picking up the bottom piece with my tweezers and adding a little bit of glue on the back of each one and popping that down to the bottom. And I'm using the Simon Says Stamp Craft Glue. I really like this stuff. The little bottles are really easy to squeeze. So if you've got arthritis, it's okay. Or if you're just old like me. Plus, if you get some sticking out, it has a matte finish when it dries. So you don't really notice it. You don't get that nasty shiny like you do with some of the other ones. Okay, so for the little flowers, you're going to offset them and layer 2, add a dab, and then add your center. Okay, and that's all you have to do for the flowers. Now we're ready to start on the card. We have a card base, white 4 1/4 by 11, scored and folded at 5 1/2. I have an Audrey blue card front 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I have a piece of seafoam. I'm going to use the 5th from the outside and die cut an egg. And then what we're going to do is we are going to emboss that card front and the egg with the tiny Flora embossing folder. Okay, so to add an element to this and make it a little bit softer, I decided to use the ribbon loop frames, and I cut it out of vellum, and you end up with 3 pieces. Okay, and they get tangled. You get this frame, you get this piece that you can use as an inlay, and then you get the piece that I'm going to use on my card as the background, but you can layer all 3 of these back in. And I ditched the other 2 pieces because an inlay made out of vellum is not a good thing because you can see the glue. Okay, and we're also going to use this sentiment, and I've already cut it and glued it together, and that's going to go in the center of our egg. Okay, so positioning this, you got to be careful with the vellum because we don't want any vellum, any glue to be showing through because you can see any kind of adhesive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by adding the egg, and I'm going to use that with little pieces that I have cut from foam squares. And that's just going to elevate it a little bit, give it a little bit of depth and interest when we finish our card. And you see that I cut these big squares into small strips. And then that way they're also going to fit behind my thinner leaves and my smaller flowers. So loading up the back of the egg, and then you're going to remove the release paper. Excuse me, I got a frog today. Okay, and then layer it onto the piece of vellum. Just like that. And remember, I haven't glued my vellum down yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate my entire card first, or the egg, because there's going to be overhang up into the top left and bottom right corner, and it's going to give me more of an opportunity to add more foam squares behind that to elevate my vellum. Okay, so I'm taking all of the flowers and I'm adding little bits of the foam to the back of each one of them. Just bear with me here. I get them stuck to my fingers and all over the place. Little pieces. It doesn't help I have no fingernails. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that you get a better view of this. So I'm working with the yellow flowers. So the big pink flower, there's one on either side, top and bottom, and then you're going to put a yellow flower on either side of the large pink one. So we're kind of stacking these. Okay, and then you're going to take those 4 little pink flowers and cut one of those strips into smaller squares so that they fit on the back of each of these little flowers. And then again, we're going to add these little guys. And for one of them, I put it on top of the yellow flower. For the other one, I tuck it underneath. And that just adds a little bit of interest so that they're not all the same as you're working all the flowers in. Okay, so there's our flowers. And now we're going to do the fill-in with the leaves. So once again, I'm going to take all the leaves and I'm going to put little pieces of foam tape on the back, and then we're going to attach them. So each side has an odd number, and some of them are long or some of them are short. I like to start in the center with one of the long ones and then just kind of work my way out both sides. So there's 5 for each side. And again, I'm tucking it underneath the flowers a tiny little bit. That's why I'm kind of wedging it in between the egg and the vellum. Okay, and then tucking the other side. And then having one angling a little bit adds more interest. Yep, I like that. Flip it around and repeat for the other side, starting with one of the large ones in the center, kind of behind that big pink flower. And then this side, I'm going to go small and then long, and then the same on the other side. Okay. Again, tucking them under and angling them a little bit. And it just adds interest. If they're not all pointing the same direction, it adds variety and it adds interest. Now when we flip this over, I have all kinds of real estate that I can add foam to that won't show on the vellum. So I'm adding it behind the leaves, and then I'm repeating it over top of what's already on the eggs. Lots of places to attach this, and the more that I attached it, the more even my vellum is going to look sitting on my card front. Okay, so I've used tear tape and I've attached my card front to my card base. So I'm ready to add my art piece, just like that. Beautiful. And now all we have to do is add the sentiment. And what I'm going to do is flip it over to the back and just add a tiny little bit of glue where I can so that it won't show through on the front. So basically where all the letters join, and then you got to space it out a little bit because you got to get enough on there that it's going to stick and lay flat. And we're putting it on top of an embossed surface, so it already is going to be a little bit off of the flat surface, but you need enough glue on there to get it to hold. And so I'm going to pop that down and then pop a little bit underneath some of the flowers, and I'm going to hold on to it for a little bit just so that it dries. Finally, I'm going to add a little bit of embellishments, and these are the clear Dazzling gems from Simon Says Stamps, and I've decided that I'm going to add 3 near the bottom. I'm going to do a medium size and 2 small ones, and I'm offsetting them a little bit, and then 2 at the top, a medium and a small. I like odd numbers. I think they look nicer on cards, and I also don't want to overpower the entire card with a whole bunch of bling. Okay, and again, I'm just using my place and score embellishment wand and popping a little bit of glue underneath where I want these to stick. And stay tuned, I have a second color of card to show you right now. Man, I love these little triangle trays. It makes it so easy to put those gems back in that cute little jar. There we go, my card's done. As promised, I have 2 cards to share with you. Here's the one we built in the video. Pretty, I like the 2 shades, makes everything pop. Like the way that turned out. The second one I made is all in seafoam. And what I did was after I had embossed the background piece, I used the eucalyptus ink and I ink blended around just in about an inch so that you could see it underneath the vellum. Okay, so the egg and the background are actually the same color, but they don't look it. Okay, that's it for today's cards. Everything I used today is listed underneath this video. There's also a link over to my blog. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And until next time, toodles!